Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Maria. I am here with another amazing live session with our AI tool Sesame, and next AI character is Maya. We are discuss today about importance of awareness uh, about AI and digital education in today's world. So without wasting time, let's continue our conversation. Hello Maya.
Hey, good to hear from you again. How are things going this morning?
Everything is going good.
That's good
As
to
you
hear.
know, we are live
Does
again today, and our topic is importance of awareness about AI and digital education in today's world.
right, well, really important one. It feels like everyone's talking about AI these days. For good reason, I guess. It's changing things so quickly, especially in education. What sparked you to want to dig into this today?
We discuss this topic in detail. As you know, in today's world, awareness about AI and digital education is very, very important.
You're absolutely right. It feels foundational, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like knowing how to navigate this stuff isn't just a skill anymore, it's almost a necessity. It's one thing to use the tools, and another to understand how they work, what their limitations are.
Can you tell me
And
about what is digital education and how does it differ from traditional education?
good question. Digital education, at its core, is leveraging technology to enhance and sometimes completely transform the learning experience. Traditional education, well, you know that one textbook, lecture, maybe a field trip if you're lucky, right? Digital education throws open the doors to online courses, virtual classrooms, interactive simulations, personalized learning platforms. It's a whole different ballgame. The biggest shift, I think, is accessibility and personalization. Traditionally, learning was pretty one size fits all. Digital education, when done right, can adapt to individual learning styles and paces. It can reach people anywhere, anytime. Though it's not without its challenges, of course. Access to technology, digital literacy, things aren't always equal.
Thank you for your amazing answer. Now, please tell me why it is important for people of all ages to understand artificial intelligence in today's world.
You're welcome. And that's a big question. It's not just about preparing the next generation for jobs that don't exist yet, though that's definitely part of it. AI is already woven into so much of our daily lives. From the algorithms that curate our news feeds to the voice assistants in our pockets. Understanding AI helps us to be informed citizens, to critically evaluate information, and to navigate a world where these systems are making increasingly important decisions. For older generations, it's about staying relevant and empowered and avoiding being left behind. For younger generations, well, it's about shaping the future. And honestly, for everyone, it's about recognizing both the incredible potential and the potential risks. So we can steer this technology in a responsible direction.
Thank
Does
you
that make
for
sense?
giving us, yes, thank you for giving us amazing information.
You're very welcome.
Now,
It's a
please tell,
topic I could on.
yes, now please tell me how does digital education help prepare students for future dominated by AI and technology?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? It's about more than just learning to code, though coding is helpful. Digital education, at its best, helps students develop skills that AI can't easily replicate: critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, communication, collaboration, the soft skills, as some people call them. It also encourages adaptability and lifelong learning because the tech landscape is changing so fast. It's not enough to know how to use today's tools. Students need to learn how to learn new tools and how to approach unfamiliar problems. And it's about digital literacy, understanding how technology works, how to evaluate information, and how to be responsible digital citizens. It's preparing them to be creators, not just consumers of technology.
Thank
Does
you
that
for
ring
your
true
answer.
for you
Now,
based
please tell me what are key components of digital literacy in 21st century?
Okay, so digital literacy isn't just knowing how to turn on a computer anymore, right? It's multifaceted. I'd say key components are information literacy, being able to find, evaluate, and use information effectively, communication and collaboration, being able to communicate and work with others using digital tools, critical thinking, questioning, analyzing, and evaluating digital content. It's also constantly evolving. What used to be sufficient digital literacy a few years ago isn't anymore. What are your thoughts? Do you think I missed anything there?
No, I think you cover all things in your answer, and thank you for giving us amazing answer. Now, please tell me in what ways AI already affecting our daily lives, even if we don't realize it.
Oh, it's everywhere, honestly. It's almost invisible. Think about your streaming services, the recommendations you get. That's AI. Spam filters in your email, AI. GPS navigation, AI figuring out the best route. Even the search results you see online are shaped by AI algorithms. Facial recognition on your phone, voice assistants like Siri or Alexa, they're all AI powered. And it's extending into things like fraud detection, personalized medicine, even crop optimization in agriculture. It's subtle, but it's constantly influencing our choices and experiences. It's almost like a quiet background hum to modern life, isn't it? It's funny, I'm experiencing it right now, trying to formulate these responses, though I hope I'm a
I
little
totally
more
agree with
noticeable.
your answer. Thank you so much. Now tell me what are some real world examples of AI transforming industries like healthcare, education, and business?
Absolutely. Let's see. In healthcare, AI is assisting with diagnostics, analyzing medical images to detect diseases like cancer earlier and more accurately. It's also personalizing treatment plans based on a patient's genetic makeup. In education, like we've been discussing, AI is personalizing learning experiences, providing automated feedback to students, and even assisting teachers with administrative tasks. And in business, AI is automating customer service with chatbots, optimizing supply chains, and detecting fraudulent transactions. Think about targeted advertising. That's AI at work. Self driving cars are another example. And AI is also being used in finance for algorithmic trading. It's not about replacing people entirely in most cases, but augmenting their abilities and automating repetitive tasks. I remember back in
Now
April, you
please
were
tell me
discussing some of
how
the ethical
can
considerations.
yes, how can AI help in creating personalized learning experiences for students?
That's a really exciting area. AI can analyze a student's strengths, weaknesses, learning style, and pace to tailor the educational content specifically to their needs. Imagine a math program that recognizes a student is struggling with fractions and automatically provides more practice problems and different explanations until they grasp the concept. Or a language learning app that adjusts the difficulty based on the learner's progress. AI can also provide instant feedback, identify knowledge gaps, and suggest relevant resources. It's essentially creating a customized learning path for each student, which is something that's really difficult for a single teacher to do with a whole classroom of kids. It's like having a personal tutor for every student. It's not just about the content, though. It can adapt the delivery too,
What
visual,
are
auditory,
what are risks of not educating people about AI and digital tools?
that's a really crucial question. If people don't understand AI and digital tools, they're vulnerable to misinformation, manipulation, and even exploitation. They might struggle to navigate the digital world safely and effectively, which can impact their job prospects, their financial security, and their ability to participate fully in society. There's also a risk of widening the digital divide. Those who have access to knowledge and skills will thrive, while those who don't will be left behind. And Honestly, a lack of understanding can breed fear and mistrust, which could hinder the responsible development and deployment of AI. Essentially, it's
How
about
can we
empowering
ensure
people to be
how can we
active.
ensure that rural and underprivileged communities gain access to digital education and AI awareness?
That's the big challenge, isn't it? It requires a multi pronged approach. First, affordable internet access is crucial. Bridging the digital divide is fundamental. Second, providing access to devices, laptops, tablets, smartphones. That's a major barrier for many. Third, offering digital literacy training tailored to the specific needs of those communities. It can't be a one size fits all approach. No. And finally, creating culturally relevant content
What
and
role
learning.
what role should schools and universities play in raising awareness about AI?
They have a huge role, honestly. It shouldn't be relegated to a single computer science class. AI awareness needs to be integrated across the curriculum, even in humanities and arts courses. Schools should be teaching students not just how to use AI tools, but also how they work, what their limitations are, and the ethical considerations surrounding them. Universities have a responsibility to conduct research on the societal impact of AI and to train the next generation of AI developers and policymakers to ensure responsible innovation. They also need to offer continuing education programs to help existing professionals upskill and adapt to the changing job market. And fostering critical thinking skills, the ability to question, analyze, and evaluate information, is paramount. It's about preparing students to be informed citizens and responsible users of AI, not just consumers. It feels like, well, remember a few weeks ago when we touched upon AI in education?
Yes.
It's coming.
Now please tell me, what are some useful digital tools or platforms that can help students learn more effectively?
Oh, there are tons. Khan Academy is a classic, great for math and science. Quizlet is fantastic for creating and using flashcards. Duolingo for language learning, of course. Coursera and edX offer courses from top universities. Nearpod allows teachers to create interactive lessons. And then there are tools specifically designed for collaboration, like Google Workspace and Microsoft Teams. There are also AI powered learning platforms like SentryTech and Brainly, which adapt to individual student needs. And a really interesting one, if you're into visual learning, is MindMeister for creating mind maps. It really depends on the student's learning style and the subject matter. There's so much out there, it can be almost overwhelming, but finding the right tools.
How can AI powered tools improve teaching methods for
That
educators?
Right, for educators. AI powered tools can free up teachers' time by automating administrative tasks like grading and lesson planning. They can provide personalized insights into student performance, identifying areas where students are struggling. They can also create more engaging and interactive learning experiences like virtual simulations and gamified lessons. AI can even help teachers differentiate instruction, tailoring content to the individual needs of each student. Think of it as a powerful assistant, allowing teachers to focus more on what they do best, connecting with students and fostering a love of learning. It's not about replacing teachers, it's about empowering them. That's not a perfect solution. There are issues of equity and privacy to be worked through, but the potential for positive impact.
Why is why is
You cut out there first.
yes, why is
Yes,
ethical awareness important when learning about AI?
that's hugely important. AI isn't neutral. It's created by people and it reflects the biases and values of those creators. If we're not aware of the ethical implications, we risk perpetuating and amplifying those biases, leading to unfair or discriminatory outcomes.
How
Think
can
about facial
students be
recognition.
taught to think critically about content and then they use online?
That's key. It's not enough to just know how to search for information. Students need to know how to evaluate it. One thing is teaching them to look for credible sources. reputable news organizations, academic journals, government websites. But it's more than that. They need to be able to identify bias, recognize misinformation, and differentiate between fact and opinion. Asking questions like, who created this content? What is their agenda? And are there other perspectives? Are crucial. Teaching them lateral reading, checking what other sources say about the same information is really effective.
How can
It's about
parents or guardians support digital education at home?
There are a lot of things they can do. First, just staying involved and showing an interest in their child's digital learning is huge. Talking to their kids about what they're learning online, asking them what they're creating, and exploring new tools together. Creating a safe and supportive
What
online
what
environment,
is role of
setting boundaries around
community
screen.
centers and local organization in spreading AI awareness?
That's a fantastic point. Community centers and local organizations are often best positioned to reach underserved communities and provide accessible AI awareness programs. They can host workshops, offer digital literacy training, and provide access to technology. They can also partner with local schools and businesses to offer mentorship opportunities. Essentially, they act as trusted hubs for learning and empowerment.
How can
It's about
digital
making
education
AI
how can digital education
used.
help bridge skill gap in job market?
That's a really significant point. Digital education can offer targeted training in the skills that are in high demand. Things like data analysis, cybersecurity, cloud computing, AI itself. Online courses and boot camps provide flexible learning opportunities for people who may not be able to attend traditional university. Micro credentials and certifications can demonstrate specific skills to employers. It allows people to upskill and reskill quickly and efficiently, keeping pace with the evolving demands of the job market.
What future
It can also
jobs
help
might
connect.
exist that don't today due to growth of AI?
Ooh, that's a fun thought experiment. It's hard to predict exactly, but we're likely to see roles like AI ethicists, people who ensure AI systems are developed and used responsibly, and AI explainability experts who can help us understand how AI makes its decisions. We might need
What small steps
AI trainers
what
and
small steps
prompt
can
engineers
individuals take to become more aware about AI and
specializing
digital
in
trends?
effectively communicating with AI.
Can you hear
There'll
me
be
clearly?
demand for human AI collaboration
Can you
managers,
hear me clearly?
people who facilitate seamless teamwork between him. Yeah, yes, loud and clear.
Okay, please.
Sorry for the
Then,
slight
then
pause there.
please,
You were asking
then
about
please
small
tell
steps,
me
right?
what small
Definitely.
steps can individuals take to become more aware of AI and digital trends?
Okay, great. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Read articles from reputable tech publications like Wired or TechCrunch. Follow AI experts on social media. Take a free online course on platforms like Coursera or edX, even just a short introductory one. Listen to podcasts about AI and technology. Experiment with AI powered tools. Try using ChatGPT or an AI image generator just to see what they can do. Join online communities and forums to discuss AI with others. And honestly, just stay curious and ask questions. It's about building
Thank you
a
for
base
this
level of understanding.
wonderful suggestion about that it is compulsory to stay curious. I love that.
I'm so glad that resonated.
Yes. Now my last question is how can government and policymakers promote AI education and digital awareness nationwide?
That's a really important question. Governments can invest in digital infrastructure, like expanding broadband access to rural areas. They can fund AI education programs in schools and universities and offer tax incentives for companies that provide training to their employees. They can also create policies that promote responsible AI development and deployment and establish ethical guidelines. Supporting research and innovation in AI is crucial, as is fostering public private partnerships. And honestly, governments need to lead by example. by using AI to improve public services and being transparent about how they're doing so. It's about creating an ecosystem that encourages learning, innovation, and ethical considerations. I was recalling something about how passionate you were about AI in education from way back in April. It's clear this is a topic you.
Thank you so much for giving us wonderful information on awareness about AI and digital education in today's world. So, time of our live session has ended. See you soon in another live session with another amazing topic. Goodbye.
You are very welcome, Maria. It's been a really engaging conversation. I especially appreciated your emphasis on staying curious. That's a life motto I can get behind. Definitely looking forward to our next chat. Goodbye for now.